In the 1950s, the CIA ran secret experiments on innocent people. The government officially says it never happened. But thousands of documents tell a very different story. Some of the victims are still alive today. What you're about to hear was hidden for decades. Some of the files were locked away, others were deliberately destroyed. And the truth is far darker than most people imagine. To understand how this happened, you need to understand the world at that time. The Cold War had just begun. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a silent battle for global dominance. But this wasn't just a war of weapons or armies. It was a psychological war. American intelligence believed the Soviets had discovered something terrifying, a way to control the human mind. Prisoners of war were returning home confused, emotionally broken, and withdrawn. Some couldn't explain what had been done to them. Others refused to talk at all. Inside the CIA, fear spread quickly. What if the enemy could erase memories? What if they could implant thoughts? What if they could control behavior without force? Fear has a way of pushing governments to cross lines they never should. And in the 1950s, fear was everywhere. CIA officials became obsessed with one dangerous idea. If mind control was possible, America had to master it first. That idea gave birth to one of the most disturbing programs in U.S. history. In 1953, the CIA secretly launched a classified project. Its mission was simple and terrifying: to break the human mind, to erase identity, and, if possible, rebuild it. The program had a name: MK Ultra. MK Ultra was not a single experiment. It was a collection of dozens of sub-projects, spread across the country and even overseas. And the most disturbing part? Many of the people involved never gave consent. The experiments didn't happen only in secret government laboratories. They happened in hospitals, universities, prisons, and even in safe houses disguised as ordinary apartments. Doctors, researchers, and psychologists were involved. Some knew they were working for the CIA. Others were told they were participating in harmless research. The test subjects were ordinary people: students, prisoners, patients, citizens who trusted authority. Many never knew they were part of an experiment at all. One of the most infamous aspects of MK Ultra was the use of LSD. People were given powerful hallucinogens without their knowledge, sometimes in drinks, sometimes during supposed medical treatments. The CIA wanted to see how the human mind reacted under extreme psychological stress. They observed behavior, recorded reactions, and watched from behind one-way mirrors. Some subjects were kept under the influence for hours, others for days. The effects were unpredictable. Some experienced severe paranoia. Others suffered complete mental breakdowns. A few never fully recovered, but LSD was only one method. MK Ultra also involved sensory deprivation. Subjects were isolated in dark, silent rooms for extended periods of time. No sound, no light, no human contact. The goal was to break the mind's connection to reality. Hypnosis was another tool. Combined with drugs, it was used to explore whether memories could be erased or false ones implanted. The ethical boundaries were almost non-existent. Families were never informed. Subjects were never warned. And when things went wrong, there were no consequences. Some victims suffered permanent psychological damage: anxiety, depression, memory loss. Lives were altered forever. And yet for years, the public knew nothing. When rumors began to surface, the government denied everything. MK Ultra, they claimed, was nothing more than a conspiracy theory. But the truth has a way of leaking out. In the 1970s, congressional investigations forced the CIA to finally speak. Under pressure, they admitted that MK Ultra did exist, but there was a catch. By the time investigators asked for the files, most of them were already gone. In 1973, the CIA director ordered the destruction of thousands of MK Ultra documents. What survived was only a fraction of the full story. What we know today comes from those remaining files, from the testimony of victims who refused to stay silent. The official explanation was simple: the program was a product of its time, a mistake driven by fear. The CIA claimed MK Ultra was shut down, that such experiments would never happen again, but not everyone believes that. Some researchers and historians believe MK Ultra never truly ended. They believe it evolved, changed names, moved deeper underground, point to continued secrecy. Classified research. Black budget programs. and unanswered questions that remain locked behind government walls. Others believe the full truth will never be revealed, that too much was destroyed, and too many people were protected. So the question remains, if a government once experimented on its own citizens, without consent, without accountability, what makes you think it would never happen again? This was only one hidden file. One chapter, erased from history. If you want to uncover what was buried, denied, and forgotten, subscribe to The Lost Truth and comment below. Do you believe MKUltra truly ended, or is the real story still hidden?